Welcome back to the channel. I'm one of your hosts, G Fields.
Tay Webb.
Mr. Two of them tonight.
Capital M. Mr.
In other parts, they call him 4K.
There you have it. We back with another one. Like, share, subscribe.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Nah, make sure you hit the like button, you hit the subscribe button, and then you share it too.
And what happens if they don't? Ken's gonna pull up in the black gloves.
KK, two of them pulling up in the black gloves. On that type of time.
His eyes tweaking.
Get with it. It's about time y'all get with the program. The program gonna be at your door. Yeah.
Yeah. Starting it off right today, fellas.
Sir, yes, sir. I respect it.
Just one of them days.
Now, you was on that Jello ball type of time. My swerve in the corner, whoa.
I'm on that mellow ball time, and I'm about to crash out.
Crash, let us know what's going on.
Yeah. You tell me, partner.
Hey, so we just gotta be real. Kenneth is very hostile today. You know why? The Los Angeles Fakers are on a 3-game losing streak. Belt the ass! Belt the ass! Yeah, getting dubbed by the Celtics. My boy, hey, shout out local legend, West Lynn, four-time state champion Peyton Pritchard for cooking the Lakers. That boy was going crazy. He got LeBron in the blender. He dropped Jared Vandal, made him touch earth and hit the corner Tracy. PP, you that dude, dog. We fuck with you over here.
I do like Peyton. I do. He's good. He's a duck, but I like him.
Yeah, and you got to watch him.
Yeah,
you came out to Zeke and watched it.
That was fire.
We played Peyton Pritchard in the semifinals of Zeke, and he got us. He gave us a dub. We was looking like the Lakers out there. But you know, playing in a tournament like that with the NBA players was a dope experience.
Very humble too. He was like,
no, he's cool.
He didn't walk in with
found out
and
he got love for the city. He found out we was from Portland. He's like, oh, all y'all from Portland, okay? And he had love for AB too. You know,
that's fire.
And like, I mean, we all got love for Portland. We all from Portland. You know what I mean?
Nigga, I don't know why you talking. We all ain't from here.
What block you from?
Hey, the funny thing about it is though, yeah, we lost 3 in a row. We still a 6 seed. We not worrying about if. We a championship team. Always been, always will be. I mean, when you count them up, you got to count 17 of them. We lost to Boston. I hate Boston. Dislike Boston. For sure. I'm a Laker. Yep. Then we lost the next 2 games by like 2 points. We might lose tonight. So far we up. No Steph Curry. Still an NBA team. But I just came to realize though, it's not even called the NBA no more. It's Lakers National Basketball Association. Because whoever the Lakers lose to, the hate comes. The Lakers go on a winning streak, and it's still hate. I love being where I'm from. I love being hated on. That just make you come back and get 18 on 17 or 19 on 17.
Is you from Inglewood or Hollywood?
I'm from Inglewood, where it started.
Oh, where the Clippers play.
Where it started.
Oh.
Where the Clippers just now start playing at. Where the Los Angeles Lakers started at. Where the Lake Show started at. Yeah. Just talk about it. We gonna talk about it. Let's talk about it. Wait, hold on. Time out.
How did we just let him get 2 minutes off on a 3-game losing streak?
Time out.
How does he go in 3 games off?
Time out. Let me cook real quick. Let me land.
He's got the gloves
Let me land. I'm done talking basketball. Why? Because we got 17 rings and y'all teams ain't even going to the playoffs. Y'all ain't even going to the play-in. Hey, I'm going to tell you, a couple months ago, 40 more Diddy. 40 more, they was in here glazing. I'm talking about Piero glazing. Yeah. They was in a circle with each other. You got him. You got him. 40 more Diddy. Yeah, you got him. Woo!
What was you talking about?
It's been like what? Hold on. That's how it is with the Portland fans. It's just quiet. It's just quiet.
It got pretty loud when we went to the Blazers-Laker game.
They just quiet.
We predicted Brown was going to score 45, and then y'all got fucking dubbed.
Yeah, came out here, did them push-ups. Yeah, we still in the same spot, though.
You still only 50 push-ups.
Y'all just disappeared off the radar.
As a matter of fact, give me my 50 right now.
Y'all just disappeared. You can't
give me my 50 right now.
You can't demand 50 from 50 that was knocked out. 50 is nothing. That was in one little setting. It was a bam, bam.
Hey,
Thank you,
man.
man.
Wasn't done. Your heart was racing.
It was one setting. It don't matter. It was in one take, though. He hit one take Jake. That's what it was. You know what I'm saying? Huh, you want these 50 while we go get another ring? You can have it. Yeah, 2 of them.
Y'all get in the ring anytime soon.
I'm talking about my Lakers, man. What's next? What's next? What we gonna say next? Oh, y'all got LeBron. Oh, y'all got Luka. Oh, y'all got Reeves. Yeah, okay. Okay, we got your idol, too. Didn't you say last pod, JJ Redick was your idol?
Who's?
Yeah, didn't you say if he signed you up for a job? I hate the Lakers, but I'd take the job. Yeah, I bet you will.
I would take it.
Yeah.
Why are you looking at me? I didn't say that shit.
No, I'm looking at him. Yeah. I'm looking at the part of you that's inside. That's him. Hold on,
I'm looking at
I'm looking at you.
Them gloves got you gassed up. Them fucking gloves got you.
Yeah. Hey, you let the dog off the leash. Oh, that's gonna be a clip. My bad, you got me.
Hey, real talk though. We've all talked about our recovery. We're gonna have to take a second from the pod and make my boy take a UA because I'm concerned right now.
Hey, you want a hair follicle?
You ain't got no hair, buddy.
He teed that up. Oh boy.
Y'all together.
Oh,
I'm by myself. You know what I'm saying? Let me land though.
yeah. Oh,
Let me land. Yeah.
I respect it.
Let's take a moment of silence for the still suffering addict.
Amen.
God,
God.
grant me the serenity
Serenity.
to accept things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. That's the perfect thing you say after you talk to a Laker hater. Where we at with it, G Fields?
I don't even know where to go, man. I just was letting you get that off. You feel good.
Man, you know what?
He feel like shit. That's why he had to get it off. He's really sad. You seen him in the chat, like he really sad about the Lakers losing 3 in a row.
See, here we go. Y'all got me. See, that's why I bagged off the chat respectfully the first time because all the Laker hate, and the chat's supposed to be about business. Like, you know what I'm saying? It ain't supposed to be about the hate. You ain't supposed to bring out your true colors in the business chat. You got to keep it very professional. But once you start acting childish in the chat, I got to act childish back.
I mean, I'm not going to divulge what we talk about in the chat because
I just
we
did.
definitely don't talk just business.
Well, that's why I said it's supposed to be just business. Yeah. We got personal lives for all the other garbage. You know what I'm saying?
No, a couple other people was talking about their. We appreciate all the comments and the interactions with the top 5 sports movies. There was definitely some people that I think everyone, when they was listening, I won't say everyone, but a significant amount of people had all of our top 5 sports movies in some of their lists.
Yeah.
There was a couple that I've never even heard of that people were talking about, but a lot of people was messing Rudy and then Rocky. People was like, Rocky, how is Rocky not in your top 5? I said that's an honorable. That's a top 10. It's
Hey.
Rocky at top 20.
Shout out, I want to give a shout out to the boy Moses. Jacob had 2 good ones in there, slept 2 good ones in there. The Fighter with Mark Wahlberg and his brother Christian Bale. That's
that was
a dope
a good one.
That's good on addiction scales too. And then the UFC one, I forget what it's called with the brothers. Warrior.
Warrior was good too.
Yeah, those are 2 good movies. You seen Warrior? We gotta watch Warrior.
I mean, you have to really go through.
I really don't watch UFC. Though.
No, it ain't even. You don't even need to like UFC to like it. So it's like a brother dynamic and a father-son dynamic. Like,
yeah, we check it out.
You really got to go through. Like, I mean, we was put on the spot. You know what I'm saying? Like, you didn't prepare us. We didn't
I know we
what
was put on the spot.
about.
You said the rookie.
That's what I'm saying. Listen,
I was following up with it.
Trash. There was a couple people that were messing with every movie. Any Given Sunday was in a lot of people was messing with the program. A lot, at least on TikTok. Shout out to the TikTok.
Program go.
The program.
One that I forgot to mention, I said it on the chat, is that so my brother, he put me on this at a young age, is Bull Durham. Bull Durham is a great sports movie. Kevin Costner, young Kevin Costner. He's like the old, aging out superstar, and then the rookie coming up throwing like 100 miles an hour, you know what I mean? And they both like the same chick. That she worked for the team. It's a cool.
I got one for y'all, and I don't know if it's considered a sports movie, but it's around sports. Snake Eyes with Nicolas Cage. The boxing one where he's like, they're like betting on the game, and this is going to be and they're talking about him throwing the fight. It's fire.
I think I've seen that. Yeah,
it's a pretty good one.
Yeah, and then somebody brought up the Damian Wayans when I was talking about.
Did you Google that?
The Last Boy Scout with Bruce Willis. Yeah,
that does not sound like a sports movie to me, but
it's
I
fire,
never even.
though.
I didn't even pull it up.
It's fire.
A lot of people was talking about that.
Yeah,
I gotta check that one out.
One topic we wanted to get into this week was the NFL Combine was going on this week. I always think it's interesting to see some dudes straight rise. I mean, go from 5th round picks to 1st round picks just based off their scores. You know what I mean? That 40 time, that bench press. And to me, it makes sense. Like, I love to see dudes get their credit, but also sometimes I feel like it takes away from the pure hooper, the pure football player, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's because he don't score well, his measurables aren't great, and then he drops to the 4th round and goes to NFL and fucking hoops.
Yeah, I ain't, respectfully, I don't have no respect for the Combine shit no more. Yeah, man, especially how they did the boy Deion's son, man.
Shador?
Yeah, they did Shador wrong, man. I ain't cool, man.
Well, they were saying too that the combine now, there's so many other ways that you can test someone's strength, ability, speed, and all that. I mean, I understand like the 40-yard dash and and the drills and stuff like that, but the bench press is so outdated to test someone's strength. You just see how many times you can bench press 225.
Well, and the reality of the situation is like John Ross has the fastest 40 time in Xavier Worthy from the Chiefs. Now these dudes can run the 40 like crazy, but can't run around and catch the ball. Where's that? This ain't the Olympic Games.
So
I mean, help me understand, bro. We watching these dudes ball out in college. They're not kids no more. Some of them, they're 24, 25, 20. You know what I'm saying? And then we put them through this combine, and they don't do good in the combine. Then their numbers drop. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I feel like it's backwards, me personally.
Some people sit out.
Yeah.
Caleb didn't play.
I mean, you got to be good to sit out, though. Right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So.
But if you got the tape in college, no matter what the position is, if you want to sit out, sit out.
Yeah.
But you also could go to the combine on the flip side, and you could have decent tape in college, go to the combine, and really up your stock draft.
Yeah, and then get picked up by a team and they don't even make it out to the tryouts. Like,
true.
Yeah.
Or it could be. I mean, it could go both ways. You get picked up by a team and not even make it out of camp, or you could get picked up by a team by like the Raiders and be starting by week 1.
I knew you was going there. I knew it.
I ain't even gonna go in another
I'm
5 minutes on my team. So I'm gonna let that slide.
Yeah,
because you got Cook trying to cook. Yeah, I'm gonna let that one go. You got that one. Yeah, you got that one.
There's a couple notables. I really didn't pay attention to a lot of the combine. It was on while I was working, but tight end for Oregon.
Sadiq Bey?
No, something Sadiq.
Yeah.
Oh, Sadiq Bey's the hooper.
Yeah. I forget his last name or his first name, but he's a tight end, bro, and he set records like fastest ever for the like. Doesn't matter if you're a wide receiver, cornerback. He's a tight end. He should not be running 4.2s, 4.3s, or whatever.
Yeah, how big is he?
He's a big dude.
He's a big boy. I mean, you look at him on the field, bro. He looks like, there's a couple players that come across our generation. You look at them, they're just like freak of nature.
Yeah.
DK Metcalf is a freak.
Low key.
LeBron James.
LeBron, sure. LeBron James.
He kind of has a similar build to me, low key. You got something to say, dog? Why you looking like that?
I'm just trying to understand what we're talking about. We're talking about a tight end.
I think he was saying Michael Phelps is what he
Oh,
meant to say.
okay, yeah. Because he did mention the Olympics.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
No, but dude was cooking though. Other than that, I didn't even watch the quarterbacks. None of that. I didn't pay attention to it.
I never paid attention to it. I ain't gonna lie. I just paid attention to it last year because of Shador. But
It's the same thing with the NBA draft process.
Politics.
I'm kind of played out on it. But the thing I do like about the NBA process is at least they have scrimmages. The guys that aren't supposed to be drafted or guys that have the potential to be late round picks can hop in the scrimmage and up their draft stock.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that's cool. But just the straight measurables, that's like a cattle auction, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you're not looking at anything to do with their IQ. You're not looking at how they play the game, their passion, their heart, any of that stuff. You're just straight measurables.
It's like one of them things like, yeah, we control this, we run it. We're gonna do it how we want to do it.
Yeah.
And you can sit out and take your chances, or you're gonna do this and you're gonna do it our way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all remember when Chris Jones ran the 40?
Well,
Which sucks though, because you got all the talent in the world and you want to put them through that. Like, yeah, that sucks. That sucks.
It's just,
It's sad too, because the kids don't even know it. Like, it gets to that point. You know what I'm saying? So they grow their whole life thinking just that one part of it. You thinking like your mind is on NBA, your mind on NFL, your mind on the major league, or whatever sport it is. Your mind on being the best at it and getting to the best place you can get. Right?
Yeah.
But then when you get on your way there, they put these roadblockers up. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like if I play 1-on-1, you would get me in a 1-on-1 setting. But if we playing team basketball, I probably would get you because I'm more of a team player, right? And it's the same with these kids growing up. They good on as a team, but now you got individual work. You individualizing them. The camera's just stuck on them. Focus on them, and you got to have this. You got to make this mark. You got to make this mark. You got to make this mark. When their mind was already made, because you already got pros, you already got owner scouts of these teams already reaching out, talking to, hey, we thinking about taking you in this round. We thinking about taking you in this round. But that all depends on how the combine go. You know what I'm saying? So now the combine is all in my head. You know, you go into the Jordan camp at a young age. Oh, I'm going to play at the Jordan camp. It's like, okay, I'm a kid. I'm going to play at the Jordan camp. I'm going to have fun. You know what I'm saying? They're not telling you as a kid, oh, you going to Jordan camp. I need you to take 100 shots tonight. I need you to do this tonight. You already putting up 100 shots that night. You know what I'm saying? But they're not reinforcing what it's really going to be like on that next level. And it just sucks for the kid.
I don't even really think they're kids, though, bro. At this point, they're grown men. They've been
I'm talking about the process leading up to it.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's even for a grown man. Like, that's you got a bunch of scouts. A lot of the times, the people at the combine are a bunch of stopwatches, a bunch of and they put you in some underwear and a fucking t-shirt and say, get out there, run, jump. You know what I mean? And then even like the interviews that happen at the combine, I remember them killing C.J. Stroud, calling him dumb and all sorts of disrespectful shit. They wasn't talking to the man about football. In those IQ interviews, it's nothing to do with football. They're asking, you know what I mean?
See how well you be on camera,
bro. Like, what does that have to do with football? You know,
because
what I mean?
they want you. They want to know if they're going to draft you to their organization. Because at the end of the day, we talked about it. It's all money. You know what I'm saying? So how is he going to be on camera? You know what I'm saying? How is he going to be able to handle a question with a reporter? Is he going to fire off on the reporter? And now it's, people don't want to support the game.
But what if
support the team?
Well, you just media train him.
What if he good enough to get to that Marshawn Lynch point? I'm just here, so I don't get fined.
I respect it.
Yeah.
There's only
I'm
a
about
few
that
that
action,
can do that.
boss. I'm about that action, boss.
Give me my black gloves. Let me go 2 of them. Yeah.
There's only a few that can do that.
Yeah.
Chris Jones, Marshawn Lynch.
Let's talk about that real quick. So, players that buck the system, which I respect because they stay authentic. My dog, Allen Iverson, one of the biggest ones, stay true to himself. But these entities of the NBA, the NFL, and the MLB, they don't forget about it. So players like Marshawn Lynch, like Allen Iverson, players that did it their way, don't get the retirement they deserve. You know what I mean? Like, Allen Iverson didn't get the opportunity to go out the way he did. He wasn't a superstar anymore. He didn't get a role for 20 years like a guy that doesn't say much, like Vince Carter. You know what I mean? Just gets that role, gets to be a role player for a while. Allen Iverson didn't get that opportunity. Marshawn Lynch didn't get that opportunity. When he wasn't running back one, because of all the extra shit, out the league.
I mean, it's kind of like they can't allow it, though. They have to do them like that, because if they allowed it, then that's every player bucking the system. You're a voice for everybody. So they penalize them extra harder and don't give them the accolades based on that, so they can still have control.
Yeah, to find them. Keep finding them.
Yeah, that's all it is. They got to be in control. And it sucks because you're supposed to have a voice. You're supposed to be able to say exactly what you feel. America is a freedom of speech, supposed to be. But then they playing for $1 billion organizations. So if a $1 billion organization tell you you got to tuck your tail, it's hard for you got to tuck your tail. But them players was so elite that they was like, I'm not tucking my tail. This is who I am. I'm gonna stand on it. And that's why we got so much respect for them.
I mean, even in other facets of life, no matter, like, for example, I'm in the sales industry, right? So you work for a corporation. If you're number one on the food chain, you're gonna be able to do some things that number 400 can't do. You know what I mean? Yeah. And that's kind of the way it is. But you're still working for an organization that's paying your bills, right? So you're gonna have to be, if they tell you, hey, when you go up and talk to the media, you need to stay away from this topic, you need to stay away from that topic. You got two choices. You either say okay or you don't. And if you decide to go the opposite way that they want you to go, you're gonna get hit with the pay. You're gonna get these little fees. You know what I mean? They're probably not gonna push your jersey that much. You know what I mean? They're gonna do some things to make you not be comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And a lot of the kids, or we'll just say they're grown men, but we'll just say kids just because. But a lot of these players, that's their dream. So they're willing to get to the league. That's the dream. So once they're there, they're willing to do whatever it takes to stay there. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of them probably put some of the morals and ethics that they grew up on to the side because now they're playing for their favorite team or just in the league in general.
I want to touch on something that you talked about earlier, and you just said right there too, the kids to men, because I feel like this is something that gets blurred in the sports world. Check it out. At 17, 18, 19 years old, these kids are built like grown men. But when did we become grown men? When we moved out on our own, when we had our first job, we learned how to budget, we learned how to take care of and provide for ourselves. We saw the world for what it really is. These kids go straight into pro sports. Their first job is making millions of dollars. And I don't think you're fully developed.
You're not.
Mentally till 24, 25 years old. Not. And
the frontal cortex isn't even fully, it's not even fully developed yet.
And just like I imagine how many mistakes, me personally, like we were talking about the other day, like putting yourself in their shoes. How many mistakes I would have made had they given me $40 million at 18 years old.
You probably would have been at a Diddy party.
You've been sitting on that all day, huh?
No, I swear to God, it just came to me.
Because the Lakers was featured at the Diddy party. Ron was in an apron.
He's in an apron. I think the
take that.
Take that. I think the what you just said though is a good question. When does a boy realize he's a man, or if that's not a better way of positioning the question, when does the boy turn into a man?
In these settings?
No, I'll just say in general.
In general? Okay. I think in both situations then, I'll rephrase it. I think in both situations, it's when the boy finds in the pro sports setting a good vet, in the life setting a good mentor. Whether it's a father figure or another man that can, say, hey,
that he can confide in.
That's what I think. That speeds up the process to me.
I think outside sports, when a boy first realizes that he's a man, is
when he released the pressure.
Hey, yo.
God damn.
Yo.
Yeah, I'm cooking tonight.
Hey, I'm just going to remind all y'all paying attention, I was not the one tonight.
Yeah.
So, but I think the environment plays a part, and when you're forced to grow up, some kids are, I won't say they're grown men, but they're forced to grow up at a young age. Mm-hmm. But I think in the system says 18, right? But minors can still be charged as an adult depending on the severity of their crime, right? So you could be 16 and think that you were a grown man because you had to grow up at the age of 5. You was doing teenage shit at the age of 5.
Yeah, you said the key thing though. You said you can think.
Correct.
Yeah, because at that age, at that time, is not you would think you a man, but it's all just survival at that point. You know what I'm saying? I think it comes in once we hit to that pause moment. Once we hit that pause moment.
You talking about the release?
Nah, he talking about the release. I was getting off that. I'm back on being serious. Yeah, when you pause.
What does the pause mean? Elaborate on the pause.
I'm trying to get there, but God, I can't get there because y'all keep yapping and yapping every time it's time for me to say something. So if I can get there, let me get there. I just want to land. Can I land properly on my jet? All right, let me land.
Land on the jet is crazy.
Anything else you'd like to say, G Fields? Anything you would like to say, T Web? Yeah, like as I was saying before I was respectfully interrupted, it's one of them days for me. So I think the pause moment comes. The pause moment ain't the pause when somebody say something and you're like, want to be childish, and you're like, pause. He said Diddy. But
boy, you said Diddy
twice in the last 10 minutes, bro. What is going on with you, gang?
But when you pause in life, you know what I'm saying? And it's like when you start doing right to do right is when that man kicks in. Once you realize everything that you was doing, you knew what you was doing, and you still gave into it. And I mean, it's life. We still gonna give into the flesh at times, but just doing right to do right.
When did that moment kick in for you?
It really kicked in for me. I say about like a year and a half ago. Yeah, a year and a half ago.
See, us three sitting up here, we're stunted in our growth and development due to our addiction. It kicked in for me when Kinsley was born. When my daughter came, that's when it kicked into gear. You know what I mean? It was time to grow up. But they say, like, for addicts, you stop develop, like, you basically are, when you get clean, you are the age that you started using that. And, you know, for us, that was adolescence and teens, you know? And then we didn't get clean till our 20s and, for me, 30s.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of times, even if we take it, take the addict out of it, because a lot of viewers probably don't identify as being addicts. I think it kicks in when something like traumatic happened, and then you left on an island by yourself to figure out life, and then you sit there and you write down goals, and then you analyze everything, and then every move you make is an intentional move.
I think it's, I don't know how to formulate this.
Just do it.
But when. For the boy turning into a man, when the man is able to look back on his past behaviors and realize that he might have been wrong for some of those movements or the way he was moving, I think that's when it clicks. When that person, or it decides, for example, let's say they're locked up, and they've been locked up 30 times, but on that 31st time they get locked up and they think like, man, maybe it's not other people, maybe it's me. Accountability. That's maybe when that switch is flipped to like the manhood or you growing up starts to take place.
Hell no, that shit. I went through that. I went through a phase in my life where going to jail, in and out of jail, was like fun.
Well,
like,
no, I know.
But then I made that decision not to go. So I see. Yeah, you're right. The growth part in it. Yeah,
and
but
you was young when you was going in and out, right?
Yeah, but I was. I didn't stop going in and out till I was like 27. You know what I'm saying? Well, I was like, oh yeah, I'm done with this.
29 was
you know what I'm saying?
But what about you?
32.
I'm still looking back at it now to then, me now to me then. Like, I still wasn't the man. I was just thugging. Like, you know what I'm saying? I just didn't get caught, but I didn't want to go back to jail. I was cool on going back to jail during time.
I remember being at that place in my early 20s though that you're talking about, where jail was fun. It was like a fucking boys camp. There was no women. That was the only knock. But I mean, you playing cards at the table. You watching the sports, betting on the game.
Yeah.
Messing around with the homies.
Catching fades.
Fades.
It was a thing.
Bones,
yeah.
It was cool. Bones. Slapping some bones.
Spreads. Yeah.
I ain't gonna hold you, man.
We just made jail sound hella fun.
Yeah, me and Kenneth keep it. We keep it a buck. About once every month we do a spread just to remind us where we came from, and that motherfucker be hitting.
Yeah, yes sir. Yeah.
G Fields in on it too. Nah. Said I ain't eating no more spreads.
He wasn't coming to the yard.
Tiger Prawns.
He wasn't on the yard. He wasn't on the yard.
But you did just bring up a good point for the. I feel like we, as boys, we made it in our head that it was okay and cool to go to jail because we didn't know no better.
Yeah.
In reality, like you said, it's dumb as hell. It's
Yeah.
a waste of time. You can't accomplish anything in there. You know what I mean?
Wait, I got my GED and high school diploma in there.
Okay, but what was you working for?
Yeah, what
30,
you mean?
30 cents an hour? 20 cents an hour in the
Yeah,
kitchen?
I was on the paint crew. Yeah, I was the second highest paid in there.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, you can't, you know what I mean? You can't
So
really.
good about it, huh?
I did.
Yeah, I know you did.
Hell yeah.
You can make use of your time.
Yeah.
I myself am a testament to that, and you can. And there are a lot of individuals out there who do make.
So I learned how to read in
You know
there.
what I mean? They do make use of their time. But what you're trying, like, at least what I think you're trying to say is, your time spent in there could be much more fruitful on the outs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, you're working for pennies. I mean, let's keep it a buck. Unless you got money on the commissary, you probably rotating 2-3 pairs of boxers. If you got boxers.
Doing your own laundry in the shower with a bar of soap.
Yeah. So it's not. Yeah. So that's Yeah, it's not a. I remember those days.
You know what we don't realize as Americans, man? I think one thing we take for granted. First, I'm gonna take a pause moment for the people that lost their lives in another country. Yeah, I mean, a lot of us, some of us come from that place where we kind of numb to like the active shooting, the gang violence. Could be a little similar to what's taking place in their country. But as fellow Americans, that invasion hasn't happened here yet. You know what I'm saying? I think we take that for granted as Americans. Like, it's wrong. I'm not, hopefully this don't sound like I'm condoning the BS our president pulled off, because I'm not condoning it at all. I don't agree with it at all. Yeah, I feel like it's none of our business. We shouldn't even be involved in it. But I do know we're a bully country. We like to involve ourselves in other people's stuff. For what reasons, I really don't know, because I'm not really deep into that. But I just know, I just wanted to give a shout out to them family members, them people that lost their family over there. They going through that. Shout out to the culture over here that's dealing with the ISIS. You know, ISIS. Yeah, that's wrong. It's all wrong. I just hope we find it in our hearts to still love thy neighbor like you love yourself.
Well said. We was just watching a video before we came down. One of his clients, I think, right?
Mutual, yeah. The client's family member.
One of the bombs dropped in Dubai.
Somewhere over on that part, yeah, and they could see it. It was wild.
We gotta do better, America. We gotta do better.
I think, and again, this is just my take on it. I think sometimes we insert ourselves into other people's business because it shows dominance. Whether it's not, and my take is me trying to like put myself in the mind of what decisions he's trying to make. You know what I'm saying? So he's trying to put himself or us in other people's business, because if we're over there and able to assert dominance in that decision, people are like, oh, yeah, we probably shouldn't mess with them.
And then what else does that entail? Financial, trade. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the markets is all bad, bro. It's all bad. But on a side note, I've been thinking about this, and I was trying to figure out a way we could segue into it, but there wasn't, because we went from the draft to more serious topic. But what are your thoughts about performance enhancing drugs in sports? PEDs.
We'll let the LeBron fans start.
PEDs.
I think it should be banned.
It is banned.
Okay, then. So what are we talking about?
So we talking.
People
about,
still use them.
Oh, yeah, they should be out of the league. Whatever league they in, they should be out of it. They stop quick.
Let me play devil's
So
advocate.
not just a suspension.
Not just you should be done, man.
Lifetime ban, first time.
Yeah. Yeah, you should be done.
And then your accolades removed?
Yeah.
So, in my opinion, Barry Bonds is the greatest hitter of all time.
Without the steroids.
Without the steroids. And the steroids might have put, an extra amount of home runs on that. But the things, if you look at this dude's numbers, bro, it is insane. The way he's hitting for average, the slugging percentage, and before he was on the gas too, he was stealing bases, a doubles hitter, and now he's just tarnished. A-Rod, to me, a top 5 baseball player of all time. You watch that doc with me, you know what I mean? A-Rod was hooping, bro, as a youngster, and I don't agree with the fact that they're completely X'd out of the game. I do believe there's consequences, you know what I mean? I do believe that it's cheating, but I don't agree with keeping them out of the Hall of Fame and erasing them from the sport.
If I'm in a professional and I'm off of all natural and I'm balling out and this other dude over here balling out too, in my mind I'm thinking it's all natural. And then we hear that he has some enhanced drugs in his system. I don't know when he started taking them. I'm going to think he been taking them from the jump. I'm not going to believe none of that shit is worthy because this is what you've been doing. So who's to say you haven't been doing this since a kid? We in here, we natural in here. You know what I'm saying? I just, you don't take, you say Jordan, we discredit the greatest of all time. Will he still be the greatest of all time? If it came out, Jordan was taking enhancing drugs? No.
That's kind of the conversation we're having right now with Barry Bonds. Barry Bonds is kind of considered the Jordan of baseball.
I give you a fun fact that y'all don't even know. I'm related to Barry Bonds. I should be having his back right here. I'm not going to have his back on this one.
This is what I'll say when it comes to Barry Bonds. And we're just using Barry as an example. Barry was a natural without it.
You don't know that.
So
we do. No. I'm just talking of his career when he was 180.
But let me get off.
It takes time for that to develop.
The people that know baseball better than myself, who studied the game, were able to see a dynamic shift in his game from when he started and from when he finished. And they say, right, that the change was due to the performance enhancing drugs. So his first part of the career is what they say was the natural. And then the second part of his career was the, enhanced.
So what was the better part of his career?
All I'm trying to say is that
he hit more homers in the second.
I would like to know why an individual that is natural, right, would need to enhance himself when he's already going, his trajectory is already going to one of the greatest of all time to play the game, Hall of Famer, first ballot. No.
Because it's the wave. It was a wave.
Everybody
was doing it.
One thing I want to say, and when we get off camera, I'm going to show you. The analytics on Barry Bonds are off the chart. Like him compared to every other hitter in baseball. It's insane, bro.
Also,
insane.
Before or after?
Let me throw this out there real quick, too.
That's my point.
Barry Bonds, Sammy Sosa, Jose Canseco, Mark McGwire, and there's probably a few, we could probably name, there's probably a bunch of others that didn't come out and say that. So you play for an organization, right? And let's say Barry Bonds is making $1 million for math purposes. They say, hey, if you hit X amount of home runs, we'll pay you 10. You say, all right, and then someone says, I'll help you get to hit 10, or I'll help you hit 10 home runs. All you gotta do is take this, and he gets paid $10 million instead of the 1.
And the other thing is they call this the steroid era in baseball. So those guys got exposed because they were hitting all the home runs. But you got to think, they say I'm not going to throw out a percentage because I don't know, but a good portion of the MLB was on the gas at that time.
I believe it. That's why I said it. He did. They just went
those are some of the funnest times to watch.
He was
baseball.
An example.
Yeah. I love watching baseball as a kid during those eras. Because, as a kid, we're like, oh, he's hitting a home run tonight. He's guaranteed.
But my thing is, with Barry, I understand. My thing is with...
Shoot him up some more.
With A-Rod, I don't get it because A-Rod was so good before. Yeah. He was so smooth in the field, such a great shortstop, winning MVPs in Texas.
I liked A-Rod before the gas.
Yeah.
Before the gas.
I liked him
because he was fluid and everything was... And then he went from, short to third, and then he just, he didn't hustle mates because he was getting older.
But you know what? Watching that doc, you know what made me respect A-Rod? and Kenneth watched it with me. You got to check it out. It's a good documentary. But A-Rod, not just selfishly, was considered in the whole world, like by every scout, by every exec in the league at that time. He was the best shortstop in the world. Far better shortstop than Derek Jeter. No knock to Derek Jeter, he's a winner. And A-Rod humbled himself because he wanted to win championships and move to third base in the prime of his career. Like, I kind of do respect that.
Yeah, okay.
Because he could have went in there with an ego thing and been like, let's
I'd have
compete.
booted his ass. Get the fuck out of here.
I think he also said he wished he didn't take it.
I believe he said that too. Like,
Yeah.
but
He said he would wish he would have just played short.
No, like he didn't take the steroids.
Oh, he wish. Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure he was remorseful
Yeah.
about it, very remorseful. And with A-Rod, a lot of it started when he started having injuries towards the end of his career, and then like he said in the doc, then like Kenneth's talking about, they questioned his entire career.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He tried to make his career extend out. He's having injuries. He had a major hip injury, and he's trying to elongate his career, and then
I mean, you got if we the reason why I feel like that is because you got kids coming up after them, man, and it's like, oh, you can do it. This only thing that's going to happen is that the worst thing. What the hell was that?
what the hell?
Like the worst thing that can happen to a person is what? You won't get the Hall of Fame. You know what
That's
I'm saying?
a big thing though for athletes.
It's a big thing for an athlete, but what about the bigger thing for that kid getting hooked on them steroids early? And that's like one of our very few podcasts we talked about.
Yeah.
And now you stuck in the addiction.
You know what
what I'm saying? And half of these dudes that get on these steroids and all this stuff do end up doing what?
Roiding out, roid rage.
Beating their wives.
Nah,
All that shit. For real,
But yeah, I'm not gonna laugh when I say it, but half of them end up suicidal, taking their own life.
You know they have it's called the enhanced games. You ever heard of that?
Nah.
So basically, it's the boys over in Dubai. They got dummy money. They created this league. It's called the enhanced games, where they allow their athletes and promote them to take steroids, like. And then you have the top athletes that are all roided out of their minds competing.
Sound like the WWE to me.
You know the dude. I mean, you probably don't know him, but he was an Aussie swimming against Michael Phelps. All right. Well, nonetheless, he had a swimmer build. The dude now, it looks like he should be in the WWE, and he's swimming and hasn't lost a stroke.
Damn.
He's just yoked out of his mind swimming, but they're gonna do like weightlifting and all that enhanced games. Yeah.
Let me ask y'all a question. What's one of the dopest things about being a parent so far?
I just told Natalie this the other day. Shout out Natalie, because she's probably watching. Best part of my day is when I go and pick up Sayla from daycare, and no matter where she at in the house, she was clear on Friday. She was clear on the other side of the house. And she saw my head poke up, and she just sprinted, "Daddy!" Jumped in my arms, all smiles, like she's just so excited for me to pick her up.
Dope.
Those moments, those moments.
For me, it's looking at a mirror image of yourself, something you created, looking back at you, and they need you. And the way they say "daddy," it's like something I never heard before. Like something I've never felt so needed in my life as when my child say "daddy." And I gotta say, like, being a dad is legitimately the best feeling in the world. It's stressful, it's hard, and you put them babies before everything, financially, time management, all that stuff, but it is so worth it. You know what I mean? And one thing my kids is never gonna say is, Dad might not have been able to buy that. Dad might not have been able to do this, that, or the third, but they'll never be able to say Dad wasn't there. I'm gonna be there for my kids through everything.
Yeah, facts.
What about you?
So far, I think it started about like a month and a half ago. When my boys wake up in the morning, they come to me, kiss me on my cheek, and say good morning.
It's a good way to start the
It
day.
kind of tripped me out. I was like, I'm an overthinker at times. And I'm like, damn, am I about to be gone soon? God, is this a sign? Is this a sign? But that's like
Don't say that shit.
I know.
Don't play like that.
But that's like, for me, that's like one of the dope things. because we don't come from that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
The emotional side of it.
Yeah.
The feelings and stuff.
Yeah.
That's one thing. Like, our situations are all different. That's one thing I felt guilty about for a long time is, like, I do come from that. Like, the reason I'm a good father is I had a great father. The best father in the world, man. Like, every day he dropped me off at school. I do this to my kids, and we call it Papa Bob. That's my dad's name. Because every day he dropped me off at school, he honked the horn and throw up the I love you. He was there for every event. He was there for everything.
I did this to my mom, but it said, I love you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I grew up doing that.
No, you doing it backwards.
Nah.
But why'd you throw like this and like you was throwing something?
Yeah, we grew up. Yeah, that's what it was. It definitely was.
See, we all have our own meanings to it. Yeah.
But then like my dad put the ball in my hands, like all the sports stuff and everything. But then my dad passed away, and so it reaffirmed to me what being a parent was. Because even at 23 years old, 22 years old, and a man, I was supposed to be a full-grown man at that time. I was completely lost without my pop, and that's when I went down the road of, you know, the streets, addiction, all that stuff. And it just showed me the significance of, like, I know you was joking, but like, we need to be around for our kids for the long haul.
Yeah, facts. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, and our legacy live on because we all boy dads.
You know, shout out my pops. You know, he did the best he could, but I think the reason why I you know, childhood is, like, I might not have had, you know, the most consistent pops, you know, it's in and out, but I also get to break the cycle and not have to worry about being in and out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I give my step pops a shout out.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I meant to do it when you asked me about the UConn thing, you know what I'm saying? He from UConn, you know, so yeah. He taught me a lot. Good. I picked up a lot of bad ways too. But one thing he taught me though is regardless of what, always show up. You know? I used to have a resentment towards him. But the dope thing about it though, like he said, he was like, man, I was young. All I knew how to do was just provide and show up. I was like, okay, I take that.
Before we wrap it up, so
top 5 favorite TV shows.
Top 5. We might have to keep doing this.
Yeah, we keep doing that.
You know,
yeah.
Top 5 favorite TV shows.
Yeah, the list did well last time, so we gonna keep throwing lists in there for y'all. It gets people to interact and engage. We got a good one for this week.
You said you had your 5. You run it.
Yeah, I'm first. Okay, so we was gonna do TV shows of all time. Favorite 5 TV shows.
In order or not in order?
Not in order. I mean, I can go in order, but
nah, I haven't.
Number one for me is easy. It's The Wire.
Woo!
Okay.
Shout out B More. Shout out my brother. He put me on to The Wire.
Brandon Smith.
I probably watched. Shout out Braden. You know what I mean. B More showed up for the kid. You know what I mean. But The Wire is dope, man. I probably watched that
Omar.
4 times through.
You looked up to Omar?
That's wild, bro. He was on some crazy shit.
Omar, what you mean, Omar?
Before we go past this real quick, they're supposed to come out with a new Wire, another season of The Wire. Read into it.
Oh, okay.
All right, so I got The Wire. I got The Sopranos.
Mm-hmm.
I got Peaky Blinders. I got Friday Night Lights. My last one, I'm gonna go with. I know you already waiting to jump in to get your get back.
No. I'll let it slide. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do you some respect. I ain't gonna say nothing.
You gonna be the bigger man? Yeah. You gonna be the bigger man today?
Who said that?
All right, look.
Respectfully cooked him though.
He felt the silence.
Hey, give him his time, man. 5 minutes.
Yeah, I'll run my list back. Okay, The Wire, Sopranos, Peaky Blinders, Friday Night Lights. The last one I'm gonna go with. I'm spacing on the name, but I wanted to throw a new one in there for the kids. It's the O'Shea Jackson. Ice Cube's son is in a basketball show on Apple TV. He's like an AAU coach. It's really good. I'm gonna have to Google it. Here you go. I'll go ahead and Google the show.
What's the name?
Go ahead, Kenneth. I'm still thinking.
That list was trash.
Nah, The Wire was good, bro.
Sopranos?
No, you're right. That was good. All right. I'm about to cook. I'm going to go with Martin Lawrence. I'm gonna go Grey's Anatomy.
I know you fucking lying. I know you fucking.
Before he goes in, that show is called Swagger. Check it out. It's a good ass show. Swagger. O'Shea Jackson Jr.
Let me land, man.
All right.
I'm gonna go Martin. Grey's Anatomy. Snowfall.
That's a good one.
Force.
Tommy. Shout out Tommy.
And the Jamie Foxx Show.
All right. Sex in the City.
He been stewing on that. You seen how he couldn't keep it together? He was, I know. No, this nigga said Grey's Anatomy, so that's
Wait, you mean Grey's Anatomy's fire, bro?
No, all right. Let's be serious. Okay. Snowfall is in there for me too. Game of Thrones. I also like some sci-fi shit, but that's fine.
Yeah.
in there.
We knew
Game
that.
of Thrones, The Wire, Snowfall, Power, and then there's another really good one. Gosh, I forget what it was called. It was on FX.
The Shy?
Nah, it was like a Benicio del Toro made it. It was like a vampire movie. Search it up. Just put vampire show on FX.
Yeah, I'm gonna take out Grey's Anatomy and put in the Ozark.
Ozark is coming out with another season too.
It's crazy how you name 5 and all these other shows be like, what about me? What about me? What about me?
Is it What We Do in the Shadows?
Nah. Let's see here.
The one thing I like about this
Damn, hold on, I get it. Go ahead.
this era is like there's so much good TV on.
It is, yeah.
You know what I mean? So many good shows on all the networks, you know. But those first two for me, The Wire and The Sopranos, I try to watch once a year. That was good. You know what I mean? I consider myself kind of like Tony Soprano. You know what I mean? You could be like my lieutenant. You know what I'm talking about?
You just made yourself a mob boss. I'm gonna be surprised.
It's called The
You gonna be my
Strain.
lieutenant.
The Strain.
The Strain.
Strain, yeah.
And also, we talking about like step pops and shit. Like, I gotta keep you honest on the pod, bro. Like, shout out Luann, but you can't be taking my mother-in-law out to a date at a play.
Think about what you're saying, son.
Come on. Hey, she up there watching our kids right now. I'm gonna bring her down here and put her on the pod.
Because technically, I didn't take her out on a date. She like took me out on a date.
That's crazy.
And we didn't even go on a
I
date.
don't even know why we talking about this.
Yeah, like, you want me to be dead?
You old enough to be shit. Big 5-0, March 11th. Big 5-0.
Man, I'll be 43.
43 Denny. 43 Guinea. 4K coming live. Oh wait, one more shout out, man. Our boy. KK rap name is Taylor Red. He got some strong features with our boy Young Bing. Bing is about to drop his solo album, and Kenneth's gonna be on there. You know what I mean? Kenneth got a solo album coming too soon. We're gonna push that. But Bing's album is called Painted All Black, coming soon. Check it out.
I think he got it on all platforms too, but I'm for sure it's gonna be on Apple Music for sure.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'll go check that out. And then once again, I don't know if it's as Americans, I think we need to do better as in unity with each other. What's going over there, what's going on in the world, we can't control it, but we can control our interactions. We can control our day-to-day sometime. We definitely can control what comes out of our mouth, and we definitely can control how we Twitter type, thumb type, however you do it. But just know, man, and I know why as Americans we take it to heart when we see stuff like this going on, is because we humans. And we care. So I just want y'all to give yourself some grace. And instead of sending out all the hate mail, flood how we care for them. For the people that lost their loved ones.
Spread love.
And with that being said, make sure you like and subscribe. For Mr. Two of them pop up at your door.